Have you ever met someone who seems kind of regular but turns out to be super rich? It's like they're hiding their wealth. Ever wonder why some rich folks act like they're not loaded? It's pretty interesting because most rich people like to show off their fancy stuff. But there's this group of rich folks who choose to look simple and not so rich. This video is all about digging into why that happens. We're going to uncover reasons why some rich people seem poor on the outside. Welcome to the New Africa Wealth channel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more informative videos. Let's dive in. In the business world, how you present yourself is a big deal. For rich folks, especially those running their own businesses, it's common to keep things low-key. Instead of showing off their wealth, they might put money back into their businesses, making it clear they're focused on long-term success. This approach helps them seem more down to earth, dedicated to their work, and committed to the success of their company. But it's not just about business, it's also about how others see them. Not flaunting their wealth helps the rich to avoid being judged solely on their money. This can make it easier to connect with a wider audience, build good relationships with customers, and attract talented people who care more about the quality of the work than flashy displays. So, managing their professional image isn't just about looking good in business. It's a smart way for wealthy folks to navigate the ups and downs of success in both their personal and business lives. Okay, so rich people have to deal with taxes and legal stuff, and it's kind of a big deal. They try to figure out how to pay as little in taxes as possible while still following the rules. Sometimes they act like they're not super rich on purpose, using legal tricks to keep their money safe from the taxman. It's not just about having more money, it's also about avoiding problems that come with being really rich, like people trying to take advantage of them or even doing something dangerous like kidnapping. And get this, they're not just hiding money for tax reasons. Some rich folks worry about their safety. If everyone knows they're loaded, they might become a target for scams or even bad stuff like kidnappings. So some of them decide to keep things low-key to protect themselves and their money. When you see a rich person who doesn't look rich, they might be playing this game to keep their money safe and their lives simpler. In our society, people usually think that if you're rich, you should show it off with fancy stuff. But some rich folks are doing the opposite. They're choosing to look like they have less money than they really do. This goes against what many people expect, and it's a tricky path. Most of the time, we see rich people flaunting their wealth, but these folks are saying, "I don't need to do that." It's not just a random choice. It comes from a mix of wanting to feel comfortable and going against what society thinks they should do. Imagine everyone expects you to wear fancy clothes and drive a flashy car, but you decide, no, I want to keep it simple. It's like saying, I don't care what others think success looks like, I'll do my own thing. But it's not always easy because some people might say it's not cool or that it doesn't show respect for those who are struggling financially. So it's kind of a balancing act between being true to yourself and dealing with what people expect. You know, sometimes rich folks act like they're not swimming in money because of their cultural and personal values. It's like in some cultures, showing off wealth is a big no-no. They believe in staying humble and not flaunting what they have. So even if they're rolling in dough, they might dress and live modestly to stick to these cultural values. On a personal level, it's also about what they believe in. Some rich people just don't care about fancy cars or designer clothes. They value different things like family, experiences, or making a positive impact. So instead of spending money on flashy stuff, they choose to keep it simple. It's like their personal values guide them to live a down-to-earth life, even if they've got a ton of cash in the bank. Do you ever notice how some really wealthy folks don't seem to be into the whole flashy lifestyle? Well, it's often because they're all about focusing on meaningful goals. It's like instead of buying a bunch of showy things and looking rich, they channel their energy and resources into things that matter to them, which makes them look like the poor externally. Whether it's starting a charity, investing in education, or working towards a cause, these rich folks are driven by a sense of purpose. It's not just about having money, it's about using it for something that makes a positive impact on the world or their community. For them, the real wealth isn't just in the bank account, it's in the difference they can make. They set goals that go beyond material possessions and focus on leaving a lasting, meaningful mark. It's a different way of looking at success, one that's more about the positive change you bring rather than the flashy things you own. When it comes to personal well-being, some wealthy individuals take a unique approach, not concerned if they have to look poor. It's not just about having a fat bank account or a big house. It's about feeling good on the inside. These folks often invest time and resources in activities that boost their mental and physical well-being. Whether it's practicing mindfulness, staying active, or dedicating time to hobbies they love, they prioritize things that bring them genuine joy and fulfillment. For them, personal well-being isn't a luxury, it's a necessity. They understand that true wealth includes a healthy mind and body. So, you might find them hitting the gym, meditating, or simply enjoying nature because at the end of the day, being rich and well-being is just as important as having financial wealth. It's a reminder that a balanced and happy life is the ultimate richness, no matter how much money you have in the bank. For some rich individuals, keeping a low profile and maintaining privacy is like their secret recipe for a normal life. Even if they're rolling in the dough, they don't want everyone to know about it. It's not about being secretive. It's about having a life that's, normal. These folks often choose to live under the radar to avoid the spotlight and the constant attention that comes with being super rich. Privacy for them is like a shield against unnecessary drama. They want to go to the grocery store without cameras flashing or have a family dinner without everyone talking about it. It's not that they're hiding anything. They just value a quiet, normal life where they can be themselves without the world watching. It's like for them, real richness includes peace and the freedom to live a regular, down-to-earth life. For many wealthy individuals, knowing the value of money is a key aspect of their approach to life. It's not just about having a bunch of zeros in their bank account. It's about understanding the hard work and effort that goes into earning and managing that money. These folks often come from backgrounds where they learn the importance of being financially responsible, and they carry that lesson with them. They might not splurge on extravagant things because they truly appreciate the value of a dollar. It's about making thoughtful and intentional choices when it comes to spending, investing, and even giving back. This perspective often stems from a sense of gratitude for what they have achieved and a desire to make meaningful financial decisions. In essence, being wealthy isn't just about having money. It's about respecting and understanding the value of each dollar earned. In recent times, lots of people, even those with a lot of money, have started liking the idea of keeping things simple. This is what we call a minimalist lifestyle. It's not just about having fewer things. It's also a way of thinking that values quality and experiences more than just having a bunch of stuff. The trend of living minimally has caught on among rich folks, showing that they also want to focus on what really matters in life. Now, why do some rich people choose to live this way? Well, for some of them, it's a way to keep their lives more private. By having fewer things and not showing off a lot, they can keep away from people's constant curiosity. It's like creating a personal space where they can relax without everyone looking in. So, when rich folks simplify their lives on purpose, it's not just about having less stuff. It's a smart way to balance their public image with their need for personal space and calm. Observing all these reasons why the rich sometimes look poor, the question is asked, what can we all learn from them? Take a look at how rich people who don't show off their money can teach us some important lessons. First off, you don't need to spend a ton to look good. You can keep a nice appearance without buying expensive stuff. It's about making smart choices, not flashy ones. Next, these folks teach us to be clever with our money. Instead of going for quick buys, they focus on things that grow over time, like putting money in good companies or buying houses. It's like planting seeds for the future rather than grabbing things right now. And here's a big one, don't get caught up in trying to impress others. Learn from those who quietly built their wealth. It's not about copying rich people who just look rich. It's about following the lead of those who truly succeeded. They show us that real success is more about growing ourselves, learning new things, and making smart choices than just looking flashy. So the lesson is to keep it simple, be wise with your money, and focus on what really matters. Thank you for watching today's video. What are your thoughts on why the rich decide to sometimes look poor? Kindly leave your comments and be sure to like and subscribe to the New Africa Wealth channel for more informative videos.